Welcome back, guys. Today is going to be another day of filling some holes, but we've learned some stuff. Shout out to Scott and Daryl, who helped us out with identifying that we're going to need a wax in our resin to cure it properly. So we can't just lay resin, polyester resin, without any wax. It's exposed to air, it won't cure 100%. So we need to get either a wax additive for the resin that we have, or we get more resin with wax in it. The other thing is that it was brought to our attention that we probably should dish out the cups, or the cuts. So you dish it out so that when you lay the fiberglass, it's gonna lay flatter, but I mean also I guess you're technically creating more surface area for the new fiberglass to adhere to. So we're gonna be working on that. We're not gonna like do that with the 2 patches we already did, but with the new patches we will dish them out, and the patches that we have just pure resin on, eventually we'll go over it with some waxed resin. The boat is a little wet today, unfortunately. We don't have a place to keep the boat yet. We're working on that. So we're just gonna work on the cuts that are up here, and we're gonna clean up this mess.
Abomination. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't look good. So we're gonna fix that one. We got the grinder out today. Oh, also, I went and got well, I went and got some sanding pads that are fiber, the Sand Net by Diablo, 10 times longer life. I'm hoping that this will handle the fiberglass, so we'll be using those today. So without further ado, guys, let's get down to the frame.
Better going?
That was full.
Oh man, she's doing work though, dude.
Yeah, it's cleaning up pretty nicely.
Dude, you throwing it like turns into like cheddar, like when you're smacking the foam.
I know.
Yeah, going everywhere.
It does work. It does work.
Dude, it's doing work for sure. This sandpaper's working out pretty good too. Like.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, no, it was a pass. Looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Way better than the paper stuff, and this, I think this is almost ready.
Yeah, that's good. These ones are definitely going to be hard to fix. As you can see, the cut came up here, so like I might have to angle grind this out and make this all smooth and do this one like big piece. Might even go like make this whole thing flat.
Yeah.
Just lay a big piece. I gotta get another battery, but
dude, she eats.
She eats. She eats, dude. Thing moves around so much.
I know, dude. It's pissed. It's pissed.
You're fighting with it the whole time. But this is pretty smooth. I like where I got this. You just gotta get rid of this lip
Well,
here.
I'm wondering if you even have to get rid of that.
I think I should, yeah.
Just for like cleanliness, or do you think?
Well, you know, I would like to run both of these
Together?
wider and longer. So like I'd like to do the patch completed, like from here to there, from like here to here, and the same thing with this. Then do one big one to tie it in. So this whole area needs to get cleaned up. Okay. But also, it's going to make it easier for laying down
the stringers.
Yeah, the stringers. All right, back to work. Should have bought a corded one. Alright, let's see how this sandpaper cleans it up.
How's she looking?
Looks pretty good, right? I think we might have to dish this a little bit more, because this is hard to like, we're only going to be able to do a patch like that wide, really. I think I might have to grind this like flatter so I can wrap it. Huh?
Ah! What'd you say?
What?
Think we're ready?
I hope. Tried to get it as decent as I could.
I mean, it looks good.
What I tried to do with this cut, I tried to dish it out, but also there was a lip here, and the lip kind of went like that and then back in. So I just took that lip off to make a nice smooth curve for us. So you can see it's nice and smooth right here now. And I tried to sand a couple inches on each side, nice and smooth, get the paint off. I think this one's good to go. I think we're gonna be able to do that one pretty nicely. And then down here was one big mess up. So you have, it starts here and continues to there, and then it disappears and then dips back in here. So I also tried to do the same thing, get rid of any L's that like cut back, just cut those nice and smooth so that when we lay the fiberglass down, it can fold nice and easy all the way down.
That should help us when we go to install the stringers too.
Yep, nice and flat.
Yeah.
We're hoping this will fix everything. Actually, this line, you can, I don't know if you guys can see right in there. That's pretty close to the gel coat. I'm pretty sure that's the gel coat sticking out right there. So we got to make sure that this patch is good, because that's quite the long compromise there. We're going to stick with our standard approach of 3 layers right now. And the 4th layer, which will be inevitable, actually be a 5th layer for that, will be with the wax coating. I'm going to cook up some resin, and I'm going to have Jake come in here and lay down some fiberglass.
All right, guys, so we're gonna come in here, acetone, rags, clean up these little babies. Oh man, this is super dished.
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah, that's nice.
That's nice. Try to dish it as much as possible. One guy did say ditch the blue rags and go for just standard paper towels, but seems to be a shortage of those.
Yeah. If anything breaks and this hole like opens up, the fucking passenger is gonna get sucked out of the bottom.
Just look over this big hole. It's like a jet ski squirting water up in the air.
Seeing how clean it gets over there makes me want to like wipe the whole boat down with acetone.
I know. Just bring it to an acetone bath.
Just do a power washer, but instead of feeding it with water, we just get like a 55-gallon drum of acetone. Oh yeah, that is the gel coat then, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy how the batteries are still hot.
Yeah, well dude, you're running that.
You're dumping 5 amp hours of whatever that is.
So the first one will be 6.
Hold on. Let's do it again. Let's see. Do 7, yeah. Well, let's do 8. Let's make it long and wrap it down into where the stringer was.
Okay.
I'll go do that here. Take the family.
Hi, family. See, I'm like half tempted to just make this one big patch right here.
I know, but
Pretty
let's
close.
start with 2 smaller ones on the really shallow areas.
Okay. Yeah, 2 4x1s. And then the second one, you want to tie it all together? Or that you want to do 5x2 and then tie it?
Let's do 4x2,
Okay.
5x3,
Okay.
and 16x4.
Sounds good.
Dude, why is it always so windy?
I know.
It's literally always windy.
It's windy here, dude.
It's like a friggin' hurricane.
I know. It's the worst. We're getting like bombarded by leaves. Dude, your back is full of stuff. We'll have to do that like vacuum trick again.
Why, God? 5x2. Got the rest of the patches in here. It's time to mix up some resin and fiberglass. Also, we learned a valuable lesson. I went out and bought some syringes, and these things should help us measure out the hardener, because who was it? Was it Daryl or Scott? One of those fine gentlemen said that if you put too much in, it can make the resin brittle, and we don't want that. So I bought these little syringes, and
Shoot for 1% by volume.
1% by volume. Yeah, so 5, 10, 15, 20. This is all milliliters. We're gonna aim for like somewhere up here, like just one, or 2.5 actually, depending on. We're probably gonna do a larger batch because we smartened up and decided to
Pre-cut everything.
yeah, prepare everything, then mix a big batch of resin, cut up the fiberglass.
Well, I think do you think the 500 will still be too much?
I think 500 would be too much.
You want to do 300 then?
I was doing half, 250.
That's what I'm saying. Do you want to mix a little bit more than half? Or do you think the 250 will get us to where we need to go?
We can always mix more. This is actually going to be the last hole that we made repaired today. So all holes in the boat fixed.
Delamination, still got one.
Also, we're gonna have to do like a safety checklist before we just.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But we're gonna have to like go through and make sure that we find all the holes.
That's what I was saying. I was telling him before we turned the camera on, we should fill this thing with water. Like,
we should do it with like the black light stuff.
oh yeah,
Yeah, and then just like go around with a black light and see where it comes out. Okay, we got our waxless resin and our hardener. 4 milliliters of hardener coming right up. She's in. The clock has started, folks. At least the resin's being held in there. Hey!
Was that an acorn?
Yeah, dude, it's right behind you.
I've got a particular set of skills. Make me a nightmare for people like you. Where's my daughter?
Stop taking her.
We just wanted to have a nice family vacation.
You never win this. Why do you keep doing?
I killed all of your buddies.
See that Spidey bro walking towards you? Oh God. I'm sorry, brother. Shouldn't have called you out like that.
Alright guys, we got our patches in. So here's our rebuilt patch over by the transom that we shoddily patched last time in our little experimentation, but that's all patched now. Technically 3 patches down here. Kind of put 2 little patches, one right here, one right there, and we tied it all together with a longer section here, longer little piece to kind of cover both of them at the same time. And then this guy down here is also done. He's individual wrapping here, so 3 layers, bunch of resin. Still don't have the finished resin, so once we get that, we'll do another layer over all top of every patch that we've done so far, including the D-lam, which we still have to find somewhere in here. We don't want to create any more dust now that these guys are setting up, so we'll attack that another time.
All right, another productive day at the boat. Just 1 hole left. 1 hole.
That we know.
That we know of. We learned a lot. It's going pretty well. Jeez, is that this PP is beating me up. Honestly, so far it's going pretty smoothly. Obviously, we can't really test the strength of our patches until we put it under load, but even, I have some confidence in what we're doing, because at the end of the day, I think we're overdoing it with the patches, and eventually there's gonna be foam over it, and we're doing the other side of the boat too, the bottom of it as well. So I think it's gonna be bulletproof. I'm excited to patch this last hole up, because after that, it's getting to the Cusa board and installing all that. We do have to fight with the elements. We're losing daylight, which is not a problem we've had to face at all this entire project. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys feel like supporting us, check out the links down below in the description. Instagram, Patreon, all that stuff helps us out a lot. Thank you for everybody that's been commenting. I love to see it.
Thank you for the guidance.
The guidance.
Yes.
So don't forget to, you know, like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff for the YouTube algorithm. And we'll see you guys next time on Down to the Frame.